Hey everyone, welcome to West Coast Muscle Saws. I got a call yesterday on a repair on an oiler on a Super Pro 125, and I'm going to make a short clip here on how to access that oiler and how to repair it. Super Pro 125, the automatic oiler sits on top. There's 3 screws that hold it in place on the oil reservoir. Several ways to access that oiler. You can strip the tank off, go that route. Don't recommend it because of all the components underneath there. Quick way to do it is to take the 2 support screws out that hold the motor mount here, the arm. Screws on the handlebar, take those loose, get the dog off, bar and chain off of course. Take those 4 bolts out that hold the reservoir on, and you can gently work that oil reservoir and the oiler off the Super Pro 125. Once you get that off, you'll end up with this, and there is the inside of it, and there is your pickup. The manual pump is right here. I don't have it on this one. We're not concerned over that today, but we're mainly concerned over the automatic oiler and how to test it. Take the 3 bolts off. This is a cadaver here. I'm not too concerned about the dirt on this one because I'm just doing a video on how to repair it. But if you were your saw or my saw, if it was a saw I was working on, I'd of course clean that real well. There is the automatic oiler, and of course the gasket. This one cracked when I took it off, and they're hard to find, these gaskets, so be very gentle when you're taking these apart. Try to save your gaskets. What it consists of is a plunger with a spring underneath it. An unlimiter right there. That's your key components on the oiler. And the adjustment, I get a lot of questions on this, and how do you adjust the flow on this? This limiter limits a stroke on the oiler, sets in there, and this screw right here goes in and out, limits the stroke. You can back it all the way up and you get maximum automatic flow. That's that screw right here with the threads on it, right there. Or screw it in and get less. Almost everybody around them wide open. More oil the better. Put the limiter back in, put the spring back in, and the disc. Now the discs, parts are, it's repairable if you can still find the parts. I've sold out, don't have any more. But you got this black disc with an O-ring on top here holding it in place. And a lot of these had a little Teflon to slide underneath there to take up the slack, so it was a nice tight fit. And how it works is off the crankcase pressure vacuum through this port right here. Creates a pressure, positive, negative pressure, and if everything's sealed up properly, all it does is go back and forth like that. Just pulsates. The way you test it is you get 2 ports on top here. Take you some clean oil, and with your finger, drip some oil on those ports. And then pulsate it with your finger, and you can watch it working. It's sucking in here. This is the intake port, and this is the outflow port. And you can actually see the oil coming out there. That is the basic McCulloch test on the Super Pro oilers. Works same on the Super Pro 81s. They have a similar oiler, not exactly the same, but you can test them the same way. And it's flowing out there nicely. Verifying that your automatic oiler is working good. Other components to look at is the passages. I have seen these passages, being this is a magnesium crank or magnesium reservoir, corrode and plug up. What you would do is, if you've got the pressure vacuum gauge, put it in the outflow port, a little soap, and you can see it blowing off right there, indicating that that passage is clear. The pickup, I've seen these plugged before, and of course the way this is designed, you cannot take this pickup out through the oil cap. It's just too large. So what we would do is, if you can reach in there, let me show you here. You can reach in with a pair of nice long skinny pliers here. Get on that hose and actually pull it off, pull it back through the fill cap and blow a little bit of air, not a bunch, just blow air, and that'll clean off that pickup. You can do this with it on the saw, and that will clean off the pickup, which does get plugged. You see that fine screen in there. And doing the same thing, you can reach in there and put it back on with a long pair here. See how you can reach on there, snap it back onto the nipple there. Anyway, I hope that helps you with your oilers on your Super Pro 125s. They're not that complicated. A lot of guys just don't understand how they function. And I do try to answer emails. I can't guarantee I can answer them all, but if you email me or give me a shout, sometimes I can answer the phone. And there's the information.